Just how much of a challenge was this Ole Miss offense last year for you guys?
They're going to be a good challenger for us for the season. They do a lot of fastballs, so we got to prepare well for that.
Nick Kelly.
I don't know if you guys heard the answer to that, but I think it was muted for that. But my question is about Matt Corral, the quarterback. What challenges does he present as a defensive lineman trying to get after him?
We got to contain him well, make sure we keep him in the pocket. And just as a defensive line, we got to rush his all. Everybody got to get their own gaps.
Charlie, do you want to go back and ask your question again?
Sure, I can do that. I think you heard me, but just what kind of challenge was the Ole Miss offense last year overall?
They're a very great offensive line overall. They do a lot of fastballs, so we got to prepare well for that all week long.
Katie.
This is kind of similar to Charlie's question, but Coach Saban just called Ole Miss's offense one of the best in the country. So early in the week of practice, as kind of a leader on the defense, what kind of mentality does the defense have to have going into this week, knowing you're facing one of the best offenses in the country?
That Bama standard. We got to bring that Bama standard all week long. Just get the guys rolling and be ready to play come Saturday.
Tony.
Yeah, Phil, what is your assessment of the run defense, and how much improvement do you guys think you made from Florida to Southern Miss and then kind of moving forward?
I think we made a lot of improvement. It was just getting in on the little things and, locking in and staying focused. Coach preached on the little things all week long, and we just got to get back to that, and it starts by, understanding the Bama standard, just going out, playing hard, physical for 4 quarters.
Jacob.
Phil, I know you're leading the team in sacks. You take a lot of pride in that. But when you're going up against a team like Ole Miss that's, going to throw the ball a lot, and they've got a great quarterback in Matt Corral, kind of what's your thought process in attacking that passing scheme with Lane Kiffin?
Watching a lot of film, just knowing my opponent, getting to know him all week long, seeing what he does and, finding out the crinks, the little things that he does wrong so I can attack it well, and add it to my playlist for the game.
Michael.
Yeah, what do you remember about last year's game at Ole Miss? Defensively, it was just kind of back and forth, a shootout. How exhausting was it? What was that game like?
It was a good experience for us. I think it was a wake-up calling, for the Alabama team. But at the end of the day, that's last year, and this a new season. So we're going to come out there with that Bama mentality this Saturday and ready to roll.
Steven.
Phil, Coach talked about having that spirit, and you kind of take pride in getting the team hyped up, getting the team energized before the game. Like, what goes into whether you're doing a dance or you're doing something to get the guys' mind right, energy-wise?
Man, that's I think, we need somebody on the team to take on that role, and I don't mind doing it. I enjoy doing it because I know I don't got that much time left in here, so I'm trying to make as much memories that I can. Also just being a good leader, bringing that energy to the field so the guys can get rolling.
John.
Yeah, Phil, how big of a challenge is a guy like Matt Corral who can make all the throws, but he also extends plays and can run, kind of like your own quarterback?
Just preparing for him all week long, Like I say, we got to contain him well. The D-line and also our linebacker just got to control our gaps, be able to push the pocket, get them uncomfortable.
Tony.
Yeah, you said last year, but most of the time you guys are the bulliers, not the bullies. Is this one kind of personal for y'all after what happened last year? And do you guys kind of have something to prove, I guess?
Nah, man, it's just another game on the schedule, man. And we just going to go out and do what we got to do.
Charlie.
Yeah, Phil, you talked about being a leader. How have you seen a guy like Will Anderson kind of start to step into that role of being a leader on the defense?
You know, he's been doing very good. Will, you know, he leads by example. For me, you know, he's not a big talker, but his play, the way he play, man, it shows. And I think a lot of guys, you know, want to be just like that. And I think he bring a lot of injury. I said injury. Injury. I can't get the word out. But he brings a lot of excitement to the game, man. And I feed off it just as well the other guys do.
Final questions for Phidarian. One more, Joseph.
Yeah, could you explain why the fastball offense is so difficult, and you know how do you get to the quarterback against that type of offense?
Oh, it's really just about slowing them down. You know, we got to get out the field on third downs, and you know, we can do that. I think we'll be pretty successful.